Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for the super thanks. You guys, so much is going on. It's spinning my head. My goodness. Lots of great comments on Twitter. I saw a post today, and it really talked about how, not so much about the cheers and the jeers that they got, but the fact that she rolled down that bulletproof window. Here, they talked about fear of security and safety, and so much was said that was on point in this one particular feed. I will read some of the comments, or some briefly. They didn't have to come out. They weren't forced to. And then also, there's been no sighting of kids so far, not in the car. So it sort of almost is starting to debunk the whole kid situation. The Queen is playing the long game. As we know, that's what she does best. And they eagerly and willingly came back after her claiming it was soul-crushing and necessary for her livelihood, for her survival. And also people are wondering, what is the Sussex squad spin going to be on this? Another person said they were honored and excited to be there. Another person said it was the injection of the royal connection. She needs it. She didn't marry Harry to be a nobody. And so that's why I'm titling it The Injection of Royal Connection. And they're basically shooting themselves in the foot. Anything they say in the future regarding negativity isn't going to be believed, because they just went right back to it. And if they suffered so badly, why are they there? And one person stated they should have their, it's basically like the Queen's letting them have their own PR reality show and being thrilled to be there after everything they've said. So it really is shooting themselves in the foot. So anyways, and it looks like Harry really gave a side-eye look at Markle when she rolled down the window, the bulletproof window. And she rolled it down because she just had to get the shot. She just cannot help herself, is what people are saying. She just can't help herself. Just forgive her. She can't help herself. So anyways, so let's get some cards on the injection of royal connection. How is Markle feeling about the injection of royal connection being there, even with the booze that she received? Boom, there we go. Nice new emotional beginning. Yeah, she wants it. She wants that royal connection, the injection of the royal connection. I really like that saying. And we have here with the world. It's everything to fulfill success, to level up. She knows she needs them to level up. We already knew that, right? So I'm going to go from there as being the rest of my pulls here. So that is the primary position here. So definitely very thrilled to be there. This is exactly what she wanted. A new emotional beginning. And it's just wants to level up and everything. Just these are like super positive cards in terms of her wanting to be there, despite what she has said. Challenging position is no one's wanting to work with her. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Teamwork expansion in reverse. So they're being probably quite curt and just polite. Hi, Megan. And then walks on. Doesn't say much to her. They're afraid to. She communicated with the younger generations, but the older ones are probably just keeping their distance. The focal point is she's hoping that she can have a chance for improvement. She wants her ships to come in. She wants improvement, but this working together is looking like a struggling position for her. Hidden energy is she's got no options. She's got nowhere to go with the 2 of Wands in reverse. She's out of luck. She's not a woman of the world. She's considered... she doesn't have a lot of options at this. There's no fork in the road for her. She's got really nowhere to go. She's up against a wall at this point in time. When you don't fulfill contracts and you don't do what you're supposed to do, she kind of did it to herself. She sabotaged herself. And so there is this lack of excitement in business, a fork in the road, things to do. And so she's very disorganized. And, she has this lack of planning in her life and a lack of actually fulfilling anything she says she's going to do. So that's the hidden energy, is she knows she's not a woman of the world. It's in reverse. She's not a woman of the world. She's kind of trapped. So she's willingly, it's looking like she's got this energy of wanting to be back in, despite all of that. So yeah, she knows she's losing it. She's losing it. This is crazy. And yeah, the past position, she liked the attention. It was winning, success. But it didn't work for her. It wasn't good enough because she couldn't be the star of the show. That's how I feel with this. That shining light on me, wasn't there. It was on Queen Elizabeth. It was on Kate. It was on other people. She was a newbie. She had to work her way in. She had to mend in slowly, like what Obama's was telling her. Work your way in slowly. You know, just get to know the people. Get to know the culture. Don't try and push your way in. And she didn't follow that. She wanted this, and that's why it didn't work for her, because she didn't get it, as we know. Going into the future here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's very unpredictable at this point in time for her. She knows that there's danger lurking ahead, and she wants to propel forward with an unbridled ambition without obstacles, but she's got obstacles. There's going to be some obstacles for her because this is sort of like a cruelty. There's a lot of cruelty. They don't think about the consequences of their behavior. The Knight of Swords can do things so quickly, so swiftly, that they don't pay attention to the things that they do that are bad because they want to move so quickly. They don't think about the consequences. So she's realizing there's tremendous consequences here. And it's very unpredictable here if she can even get this Three of Wands improvement that she's hoping for, even though she knows she's stuck and trapped. She doesn't know if they're ever willing to work with her, which I know they won't. But anyways, here we go. Feelings in the situation. She knows she's not idealistic energy with the Page of Cups in reverse. It could also represent she didn't bring her children. There are no children with her. There is none. There's no children that they brought with them. Next position here is the 8th position, is the outside influences. She knows there's needs to be a lot of healing after the betrayal that they did. They're both involved in this betrayal. So both of them did a betrayal act with the 3 of Swords in reverse, and now they need to heal. So they're kind of on board with definitely climbing back, it looks like, with their tail between their legs. Very much so. The 9th position here is the 5 of Pentacles. So that's poverty, loss, and illness. They realize they lost something. They realize they're facing poverty. They're not living up to the expectations that they thought that they would have for themselves. And the final outcome is 4 of Wands. They're back home. Celebration. 4 of Wands is the home card. So now they're celebrating. It is the Jubilee, and they want to, be part of that. And that's why they're there. They didn't have to be there, but they chose to show up to the evil place and the evil relatives that were, not looking out for their interests whatsoever, but yet here they are. So it just goes to show their inconsistency with their storytelling. Here we go. We have the Temperance with the nostalgia, the family card, very nostalgic. So they're feeling very nostalgic, and they're being on their best behavior right now, as best as what she can be. Even though she rolled down the window, they got probably a little snippet shot here and there. She is trying to get some shots to show, hey, I'm back, I'm back. She really wants to be back in, it's looking like. This is the energy right now. This is probably based off of what recent events happened. So yes, since leaving, since the sad goodbye of the 6 of Swords, they have not been able to get possession of money. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse is the greed card. And they're very vulnerable right now since they've left. And they have here, nothing's happening fast enough. It's very slow momentum of the 8 of Wands in reverse. Lots of negative publicity, press, lack of excitement, lack of business. Business is going poorly, and it doesn't look like it's going to improve with the 8 of Wands in reverse. With the 8 of Cups, it looking like they're the sad goodbye and trying to find the silver lining here. The 8 of Cups with the 5 of Cups. And in the center of it here, we have the 4 of Swords. They feel defeated after walking away and trying to find the silver lining. They're very defeated and needing healing here. And it's a coffin also with the 4 of Swords. And then we have here, they're trying to push forward so that they can win, and dropping some seeds of positivity, of looking like they're trying to work on improving the situation with the Knight of Pentacles. Dropping, hopefully, in their mind's eye, positive seeds of improvement, positive seeds of, because he's dropping seeds here, dropping seeds of, positive energy, moving into a different direction, for for finances as well, for earthbound energy, for efficiency, a slow, steady routine of trying to win and healing. So they're kind of hoping that they can heal this rift that they cause, even though they've got stuff on the books, which is really bizarre to me, that they kind of have this healing energy, even though this book is coming out, even though they've got this Netflix. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? It's just crazy. It's just incoherent. It's just bizarre. It's very bizarre energy, but that's how these narcs are. They just think they could do whatever they want, come in, and then let's all pretend I didn't say that about you or do this or that. It's just mind-boggling. So what's going to happen with the Netflix? What are they going to do? If they get this healing that they hope that they get with this injection of the royal connection, what are they going to do with Netflix? Are they going to pull the plug? Are they hoping that someone rescues them? I mean, I need some energy on this because this is just crazy. Okay, so what is going to happen with Netflix and the memoir? Netflix and the memoir, since they're so excited to be there and looking like they want to be part of it, what's next? What are they going to do with Netflix and the memoir? What are they going to do with Netflix and the memoir? What is Harry going to do? Because Harry has to be the one to stand up to her. What's going to happen? What's likely to happen? Where is the energy heading? Where at least is it heading? Where is the energy heading? We have here the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Where is it heading? The energy for Netflix and the memoir. The memoir and Netflix. Okay, I've got that stuck out. That stuck out. That came out. Okay, so what do I have here? So that was the first one. Then I guess these ones here. So basically, they're wondering if it's worth it. They're taking stock. They're taking stock with the Seven of Pentacles, whether or not that message should be put out there or not. Is it the proper, is this how we're going to grow? Are we going to grow this way? But the fact that we have the Hangman in reverse is someone who's unwilling to self-sacrifice themselves. So they probably are thinking, we maybe shouldn't do this because it is the traitor position. And it's, you know, we don't want to sacrifice possibly growing with them. And putting out this message could be too unjustified with the Justice in reverse. So with the Justice in reverse, they know it's dishonest and they know it's unfair. They know it's not the truth and they don't want... and it could be the exercise of the law. They don't want it to come back and bite them. They know it would be a result of their own actions. And so it's just so unfair. It's not they don't want the cause and effect of it. The cause and effect of it would be a permanent discard from the family. So they're starting to rethink this whole Netflix and memoir, because they're really thinking of wanting to reroot and regrow and seed with that Knight of Pentacles that I had, and they're starting to rethink this with this here. They are backpedaling and rethinking. Maybe we have a chance here. We might have a chance here where we can drop everything, and then they'll just forget everything. They can just walk away from Netflix and the memoir and everything, and just clean their hands from it like they do everything else. Let's get under the deck here. We have 10 of Cups in reverse. They know if they do this that there's not going to be a happy family for them. This 10 of Cups is a deep sense of unity and harmony with your family, your friends, your community, your loved ones. They won't have that. They will not have that if they put this out there. The center of the deck, what do I have? I have here the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is putting out that slow, steady progress. If they do that, they're not going to be part of the family. You're out. You won't be able to grow. This is a selfish traitor. It is unjustified. So I think it's looking like now with the energy that they may end up pull the plug on Netflix and the memoir. That's what it's looking like. They're depending on how well this vacation goes, this is where they're heading right now. If they get enough, what they deem as enough respect or enough feelers that forgiveness is in the air and that they have hope of recovery, any hope of or ounce of recovery, this is what they want. This is where they're heading right now. This is where the energy is heading. So yes, it's looking like they want back. And it's looking like Markle is going to do it because she did not marry him to be a nobody. And she's heading to being a nobody. And she knows it. So they need that injection of the royal connection. Yes, they do. So let's get some cards on the kids real quick. Let's get a few cards on kids. I've said that there would be none. Or, if anything, maybe just Archie, but no Lily. So let's find out. Kids. Will there be any kids? Will there be any children? Will there be any visible proof? Any visible proof of children? I'm going to do some shuffling here. Some shuffling. Any visible truth of kids? Well, here we go. Well, I have the Ace of Pentacles here with the stinking thinking. Not being able to balance the energy or juggling act between work and play and actually doing it. So someone's dropping the ball with the proposition, with the stinking thinking, trying to be in control with the ruler, death, transformation. And then we have here the Fool in reverse. It was a bad idea. So it's looking like with the Fool, the kids did not take the journey here. And someone did make a comment that they could not get them from central casting. And so they had to take control of the situation. Dropping the ball, basically. Got to change something. Proposition of stinking thinking. So they're probably making a proposition of some kind, which is really interesting. I need to know what this proposition is. Are they going to make a proposition of honesty? I don't know. Are they capable? How are they going to get around this? That's crazy. What kind of proposition are they going to make? What kind of proposition is this Ace of Pentacles? What kind of proposition is this Ace of Pentacles? A new beginning, prosperity, new venture, spark of something seeding new. How are they going to get around this children situation? They're up to something. What is this proposition? What is this proposition with children? What is this proposition? Here we go. We have here the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So here we go. That is the Charity card in reverse. Wow. That's the give and take card. They may end up telling them, we never got the kids. It's one-sided. You know, we tried, we never got them. What else can I say? It is basically a debt. It's a debt position. So it's almost like you don't have them. It's all, some like to say this is stinginess and selfishness, no support. But yeah, this is looking like a debt position. We don't have them. We don't have them. They weren't handed over. That might be the proposition they have to be honest about. Ooh. Ooh. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It didn't work. We tried working on it. We tried getting them. But something went terribly wrong here. Something went terribly wrong in getting our children. We tried working on it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's get some more on this. Too juicy. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, walking away. Walking away, leaving an emotional baggage here for this lady. So leaving them emotional baggage and walking away from the whole situation. I'd say that's mainly for Lilibet. Let's get to the next one here, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That really wants out. That is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there's conflicts in the energy. It was emotional because you could see all the water coming down. What else can I say? Five of Pentacles in reverse is scarcity, fading away. Recovery. It's a impoverished position, desperation, and trying to recover from the desperation. Here, this person's quite desperate, insecure, desperation here, trying to find new changes, trying to, so they're going to say, well, we tried working on it, but it didn't work. We got the scarcity position and looking for new chances in life. So they might try and there might be some kind of level of coming clean. Who knows how are they going to handle that? That is so bizarre. It's just unbelievable. It almost seems too crazy, even for me sometimes, to be honest. Yeah, we couldn't manifest it. We couldn't manifest and get them. Couldn't get them. Could not take the situation and put it into our benefit. We untapped talent and abilities to get what we wanted. Could not manifest what we wanted, period. We tried. And we're very unhappy about it. We got the Sun in reverse. And we've got the partnership. We've got this. What is this one? This one is the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, it didn't work out. The union, the duality didn't work out. So they might have to come clean with the proposition of what went wrong. And, you know, I've always said that Archie was in some kind of special care, but this is probably mainly about Lilibet. I'm going to ask the pendulum. Is this mainly about Lilibet? Is this mainly about Lilibet? Is this mainly about Lilibet? Is this the Lilibet energy, not getting the possession of Lilibet? Yes. Is this about Archie? Is this about Archie? Is this about Archie? No. No, it's just Lilibet. And I've always gotten this. I had never been able to get around this. Every single time I do it for the last, you know, year and a half, as long as Lilibet's been around, it's always just Archie. Lilibet's not in their possession. So it's just in regards to Lilibet, about the lie. So this is where they might have to frame a false death, which I've gotten before also. In order to get around this, they're going to have to come up with a scheme. And that's probably what that Ace of Pentacles is coming up with some kind of idea to get around it. Especially if they can get in and they can weasel their way back in, then they're going to make some kind of proposition to hide their lie. And we know that they will do that. They will do that because the monarchy is at risk right now. It was interesting seeing the protesters during the marching band, people throwing themselves down, and the way they were able to pull them out. This marching band did not miss a step. Did not miss a step. Just kept going. And I think it would be the same with Meghan and Harry. They will not be able to miss a step. They can just handle the situation. And yeah, I think it would be a cover-up. I think it'll be a cover-up. I hate to say it, but that's where I see it. Yep, injection of the royal connection. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.